Hi everyone, it's Denise from For the Love of Scrapbooking. How are you? Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm glad that you could be here. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to craft along with me. Hopefully you already purchased your kit, the This Is Us Fall Edition, and I have coming the Christmas edition or the holiday edition. It should be here hopefully by the time this goes live on Saturday. And if not, I'll get it out to you soon. It's been a busy month. So again, thank you so much, and let's craft along. This is the first page that we're going to do. We're going to do the left side first, which has the title, This Is Us. And first off, we're just going to do the This Is Us title. So you're simply going to glue on the words, This Is Us, right on top of the yellow pre-cut scallop border. And you can use a glue pen or photo splits, whatever you prefer. So I'm going to actually put the, I'm going to use the zip dry glue, and I'm going to add a little bit of that right onto my title. And you don't need to put adhesive over every part of it. I just add a little adhesive here and there. It's going to stick right onto the scallop, like so. Once you add the adhesive on, just push it down and move on to the next one. And if you want, you can ink the edges of your yellow scallop. Maybe use a golden color or brown. "12 by 12 piece of paper. And again, this is going to be the left side. So you should have a 9 by 12 piece of brown paper. And we're going to cut that, and it's important that you cut it in the sequence that I'm going to tell you. So first of all, we're going to cut a 2 by 12 piece of paper. And so you're going to start on the 9-inch side. You're going to cut it to 2. So it's 2 by 12, okay? And then you can set that 2 by 12 piece aside. And then you're going to rotate your paper over. And now we're going to cut a 5 by 7. And so this is already now 7 inches because we cut the 2 inches off here. So we're going to rotate this, and we're going to cut it at the 5-inch mark. And now we have a 5 by 7, and you can set that aside. And then we're going to need 4 3.5 by 3.5 squares. Now you have the 7 by 7 left, okay? And we're going to cut 3.5 by 3.5. So I'm going to move this over to 3.5 here and cut. And then I'm going to rotate that, and I'm going to cut this to be 3.5 again. And these are going to be our photo mounts. And so now you should have two 3.5 by 3.5 squares. And now we're going to grab that last piece. This is already 3.5. Now we're going to cut this into 3.5 as well. And now we have two more 3.5 by 3.5. And again, these are going to be used for our photos. Now you're going to take your two of your orange strips that are already pre-cut, and you're going to take one of your leaf prints, and we're going to just kind of set the page up. We're not going to glue everything down. We're just going to see how it's going to be positioned first, so that we see how much room we have. Now, if you'd like, you can put your title going straight across, or you can put two of them up a little bit higher, one a little bit lower. This strip is going to go underneath, like so, underneath your word this. And then we have one photo mount there. And then we have some added accents, which we'll get to in a few minutes. Okay, so what we're going to do next, now that we kind of have it set up, we're going to go ahead and adhere down the orange strips and the leaf print. So I'm going to just move this aside real quick. And I'm going to glue that strip down, and it's pretty much in the center of the page. Okay, and once you have that glued down, you need to determine whether you want to use some foam tape, that's the 3-dimensional tape, to pop up the title here. And I'm going to do that on mine, but you don't have to. Go ahead and glue down your 2x12 strip. And you're going to want to put it about a 1/2 inch from the left side of your page, so that when you pop that up, it's kind of centered. Your word this is centered. Okay, so I'm going to put foam tape on the back of my letter, on the back of my yellow pieces here. And since I have the tape out, I might as well flip over the other ones and go ahead and stick the foam tape on those as well. And if you have some thinner foam tape, you want it a little more dimensional, you can always add an extra layer. You can double it up. I'm just going to leave mine as is, just a little bit of dimension. And just push those down, and then you're going to peel off your liners, of course. I'm going to kind of align that, my word this and us, to be the same height and distance from the edge, just to kind of balance it all out. And then the is, I'm going to put a little bit lower. You could do it even on an angle too if you want. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside, and so next we're ready to move on to, we're going to adhere our photo mat down. Into the bottom right corner. And just kind of center that here. Now you're going to need to leave some space for your little half circle. So with that being said, we have this scallop piece. Yours might already be broken apart. If it's not broken apart, all you're just going to do is snip where the two meet. And this is just a little accent piece. Go ahead and glue that down. And I'm gluing my one on the edge here. Bring it up a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna move my photo mat over just a smidge so that I have a little bit of the cream color showing here. And that's one good reason to use repositionable adhesive or removable tape, just in case you need to move things around. It makes it a little bit easier. And then you can go ahead and glue that other one down. You can offset it if you'd like. And then you're going to take one of your these are called candy minis, and you can put either the adhesive right on your piece here and then glue it down like so. Or if it's helpful, take some scrapbooking tweezers and grab your candy mini and then put the adhesive right in the center of your candy mini. And then you can use the tweezers for more precise positioning, like so. So you're gonna need your 2-inch piece of green ribbon and then some of your leaves. And I'm gonna go right back up to my, I forgot my half circle up here at the top. So I'm gonna go ahead and snip one more of my scallops up and add my adhesive. Make sure you can see that, and I'm just gonna position it right at the top. And again, I'm gonna grab one more of my candy minis and put a dot of adhesive inside the candy mini and then position it like so. And it just adds a nice little cute accent to the page. And then next you have a collage of, you have a whole bunch of leaves to choose from. Kind of push that over to the side a little bit. In your package, you may have different leaves than the ones that I'm showing you here. We have some felt pieces, some felt leaves. You have some glitter leaves, some that already have the veins in the leaves. You have some cork pieces, so all different kind of dimension. And we have some of the silky brown and orange leaves, the little minis. And then we have some sequins. And the sequins we can accent maybe on the felt or wherever you like. Depends on how you're going to position your leaves. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a little collage here. I'm gonna use this big green one. I'm gonna put the green one down first. And again, I'm gonna use the repositionable adhesive. That way, if I don't really like how it's turning out. I can lift it back up. I'm gonna put one of the glittery ones down, and then I think I'm going to I'm gonna do one more glitter one here, kind of at lower that down like so. I'm gonna adhere my ribbon. Like so. Maybe about an inch from the bottom of the page. Make sure that everybody can see that. And then again, I'm going to use the foam tape, or the pop dots as well. So you just play with it a little bit, see what look you like. And then once you have that look down, then you can adhere everything. Stick that down on the back here. Make sure that you can't see the tape, of course. Or if you have a lot of photos, you can turn your photo square here into a flip pocket. So for that, what you would do is take one of your squares and you can add a hinge to it. I'm going to add another one of these to it. It's already stuck down pretty good, so that's okay. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do a last minute add-on if you want to have add some extra photos. Of course, you can add photos and journaling here, and of course in this area here as well. You could put a date here, or maybe if these are Thanksgiving photos, you could add whose house you were at, what you had for Thanksgiving dinner, if there was special guests there, etc. But anyway, so I'm going to show you how to add on a last minute photo. So what I did was, no, I just lost it. Oops, I found it. Okay, so what I did was I took one of our half circles and just bent it in half, and I didn't glue my square all the way down, so luckily I am able to slip this half circle right underneath there, like so. Okay, so, and I just did a nice crease there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick my extra square right on top and position it, and then I'm going to glue, I'm going to add some glue right here onto this piece, and that is going to allow for us to add some extra journaling or photos to our page. And then voila, you have an extra flap for photos. And then of course when it's in your page protector, you're just gonna cut an opening in your page protector. Of course, then when you have your page protector, you're just going to cut a slit in your page protector to expose this part of your layout. Okay, and we are all set with this left side of your page, so we're going to go ahead and set that aside. This is what your next page looks like, your right side of your page. So what you're going to do is grab your next sheet of white paper, gonna set this one aside. And it's a good idea to line up your pages side by side, just so that you can see where you are going to line up your orange pieces and your leaves, okay? So that we have them even. Of course, if you don't want them to be even, then that's okay as well. Okay, so now that I have this all lined up, I'm just gonna set this one aside. And then you can go ahead and glue your orange strip and your leaves. Green 5.5 by 7.5, that's already pre-cut for you. We're just gonna kind of, again, like we did last time, we're just gonna kind of lay it all out, see what we have to work with, position everything where we want before we glue it all down. I think what I'll do is, rather than cutting another one, I'm just going to leave this open, and I'm going to add my 2 squares here, down here, just like we did in the original layout. And then you can go ahead and cut your pieces like this. Position them where you would like them to be. And then I have an extra one, so I can just leave it aside, or maybe I'll find something to do with it. I'm going to go ahead and glue these 2 photo mats down. So I did one a little bit higher and one a little bit lower. Kind of leave about the same distance if you want your page to be symmetrical. Like so. And of course, if you have any questions while you're working on your layout, feel free to leave a comment below, or if you like what you see, send me some love. If you have any ideas or something that you're looking for that you don't see on my website, and again, the website is www.fortheloveofscrapbooking.com. And my name is Denise, and I enjoy doing these craft-alongs with you. So much fun. I really appreciate everyone supporting my small business. This is certainly much easier using the tweezers. These were Mrs. Grossman's tweezers that I've had for many, many years. Actually, I used to own 2 scrapbook stores with my mom and my sister back in the day for about 8 years, and this was one of the first tools that I got, and I still absolutely love them. So if you have the other square, you can go ahead and put that last square up here and use your half circle up there as well. I'm going to go ahead and glue my 5 by 7 brown to my 5.5 by 7.5 green. You're just gonna center that. And then I'm gonna glue the photo mat down that I just adhered together. Like so. And then you can take your ribbon, and if you want, you can just adhere the sides or just hold off on it. And why I'm saying is maybe to glue it on the sides only and leave this open so that if you have a photo, okay, I'm gonna use Kobe. This is my dog, isn't she cute? Her name is Kobe. So if you have a photo, then you can, if you just put the adhesive on the sides, then you'll be able to slip your photo underneath the ribbon. So, and again, this is a 5 by 7, so this is only a 4 by 6 photograph. So yeah, so you might want to just put the adhesive on the sides, and that's what I'm gonna do for mine. So I'm actually just going to put it on the side right like that. And then the last thing we're going to do is do our leaf collage here. So you're going to take your extra leaves that you had left. Do a little collage with them. And then again, you can, if you have the sequins, I'm going to add a couple little sequins. In your kits, when you get the kit delivered to you, and I do have kits available still if anybody is interested. This is great for those fall pictures, family photos, or if you have some Thanksgiving photos coming up here for the Thanksgiving holiday. If you're going to someone's house and they're a scrapbooker, what a nice gift that would be. Give them a finished layout. And then once you have your collage established, how you want it to be laid out, you can go ahead and glue it down. I had to kind of rearrange these a little bit because I want my photo to be able to still slide through here like so. Okay. And I have one extra little tab, so I might just throw it up there on the top of my green and brown frame. I like that a lot. Whoops. And then I'm going to take one more of my little candy minis and adhere that to the top. I don't know if you can see the finished layout with a photo on it, but that sure turned out cute. And we have the extra bonus layout here, or the extra bonus photo flip. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. I hope you enjoyed your project and hopefully you completed it without a problem. Again, if you have any questions or comments, leave me some notes or some love below. And don't forget to visit fortheloveofscrapbooking.com, and we'll see you real soon. Have a great holiday season and a very happy new year, and God bless you all.